live, man. We back from a month hiatus. Um, just doing a little good for the community events for my job and stuff like that. Just had to. It was just time, and that was really it. So we back. It's episode 5, Student of the Game podcast. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
You go first. I'm Sion.
My name is Samaya, aka the Black Pearl.
Okay.
Talk on my shit always right. Oh.
It's your boy Justin, man. From Jersey.
Yes, sir.
609.
And then we got my guy, that guy, him.
Peace, man. I got him. You know what's going on for real in the back. No mic.
That shit about to be funny as hell.
No,
Shit about to be stupid.
You feel me? So we here today. What's up with everybody? How's everybody been?
Shit, I'm good.
What you got going on?
Just life going on.
I feel that.
Shit.
Life be lifing. I feel
Life.
that. I feel that. What's up with you?
I mean, like I said, life definitely be lifing.
Mhm.
As of right now, I'm creative directing, and I'm also a model, as you know. I'm sure a majority of y'all know.
Okay.
My production company is called Black Pearl Productions. You know, you can follow me on Instagram _Black Pearl Productions.
Yes.
I've been creative directing for about a year. I think it's gonna be like a year, July something. I can't remember. So basically like a year. Dang, I got a photo shoot tomorrow that I'm directing actually.
Okay.
I feel like the month of June really been like my most popping month so far. Like I've been doing things.
That's lit.
I'm excited. I'm excited mostly because I get to, every project I did in June, I'm about to drop in this month actually July now. So
Right.
yeah.
So
I'm
like,
really excited.
so like, do these things that you be directing? Do they be like videos, photo shoots, commercials? Like, what
So
angle do they be?
Everything that I've done so far has been a photo shoot, just a regular photo shoot, whether it be a birthday shoot, a just because shoot, or
Okay.
something super conceptual that maybe like a client, just wanted to execute, and I just kind of, I guess, do
Bro.
all the background work to, make sure that whatever vision that they have in mind, like, can come to fruition, essentially.
Okay.
I'll be doing my first music video sometime this summer. I'm not sure when, but that's really exciting.
Let's link up and do one. We could do something. My God, you feel me? My guys. I mean, we could make.
Shit,
we
look,
could
I'm
make
ready.
something
Look, I'm ready
happen for
whenever you
real.
are. Don't look. All you gotta say is work.
Nah, for real though.
So what people got coming to you with? Like,
What you mean?
like when they come to you, like, is it just, all right, push me in the right direction, or do they come with you with an idea, or
Yeah,
how
like
does
you
that work?
and like you warp the idea to what they want, or like.
So essentially, either I'll get clients who want me to just 100% create everything, just take over the entire concept, the entire project, whatever, what have you. I get clients like that, or I get clients who already have an idea in mind and they just kind of want me to help them, bring that vision to life.
Okay.
But most of the time, I really get people who want me to just 100% create the concept, which I enjoy doing because I'm just full of ideas. So
That's lit.
it's
Where
very. I
can
love
we
it.
find, like, what's your favorite thing you've done so far? Like, where can I find that at?
My favorite project that I've done so
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
So you'll find that on my Instagram page, which again is _Black Pearl Productions. I think that my favorite thing that I've done so far is probably the birthday shoot that I just did. What was that, like 2 weeks ago?
Okay.
But tomorrow I'm doing my first children's shoot actually, and like the concept that we're doing, it's my favorite concept that I've created.
Okay.
But obviously it hasn't came to life yet because we haven't done it yet. But I'm excited to do it because it's my first because I haven't had any men clients yet. And granted, the boy, he's 5 years old, but he's still, that's a man, that's a boy, you feel me? So this is my
Right.
first male client, you feel me? So I'm excited about that. I've always wanted to have a guy as my subject for a project. But yeah, I'm excited about that because I don't want to get too many details.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you,
Cause
like, what
me,
is that?
I will get
But-
to talking about it. I will get to spilling the beans about some shit. But I've been learning self control because I really wish it was acceptable, and I wish that it was okay and safe. I guess to talk about your ideas before they really come out. But people be stealing, people be weird, people be
Nah,
on
but
BS. But I really be wanting to tell people like what I be up to. But like I guess the element of surprise.
I feel that. I think it do be safe though, depending on who you talking
No,
to
I
it
don't be safe
about.
because people are weird.
Nah,
People
nah, nah,
are
nah.
weird.
Depending like who you talk, like Tion ain't about to steal your idea.
Well, of course, it's my bestie. Like,
feel
of
me?
course, I'll
So-
tell her. But like, I'm talking about like, posting about like, the
Oh,
background work that I
oh,
do,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
definitely.
BCS stuff. Like, I always have to like, I take BCS during the shoot, but I don't wait. I wait to post it like afterwards, like after the shoot is like
It's
itself to
actually,
post it.
yeah, out, yeah.
But like even that is so hard for me because like the BCS be raw, like I be like oh my god.
right. Nah, that's lit though.
Yo.
I be
Mad
excited
sound
like
effects.
I be excited like y'all do not understand. Like I just be so full of like it's hard for me to hold stuff in, but like I've been learning.
Yeah,
I've been learning self control.
yeah. That's
Dope
good.
that you
That's
getting
good.
paid for something that you enjoy like this.
Yeah,
It's
that's why.
fun.
That's why you react to it when people ask you about it.
Like you see me,
Yeah,
I'm all like I'm all gas. I'm excited. I don't know what to do. I can't even contain myself right now. But
What do you say?
ooh, let me calm down.
My guy,
Oh yeah, man.
Truth Nightclub. What's
shout
up,
out-
man? What's going on,
Oh,
man?
so that's you.
Yeah, Truth
Oh.
Nightclub podcast. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Shit, we all over the place for real.
Yes, sir.
But
Like,
yeah, man, we
share,
got
subscribe.
We got some new episodes coming. You was on the last episode with my man's Keeve. That's a good
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna call that John Dinosaur Slavery America.
What?
Word up.
Wait a minute.
No cap.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Nah,
Nah,
that
that's a good ass episode.
that was
though,
definitely
man.
a
We
good
was getting some
episode.
Good stuff. But for me, man, I'm about to go to New York tomorrow.
Okay.
With my shorty, we gonna go see some shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Hit the
Museum.
Shit, we going to this spot where you could like, it's like a glass building that you could like see the whole
Oh,
New
you
York
go to,
City.
like,
yeah, go to the
facts,
top
facts.
floor type shit. We going to brunch, trying to hit the club,
Facts.
try
Yeah.
to see all the, you know what I'm saying? See
Some
all
cool
the
shit.
New York shit.
Facts.
I
New York
don't
shit.
know. I don't know. I don't be out there too much, but yeah, that's it. That's about it with me.
Okay. That's lit.
Yeah.
That's lit.
What about you? What you got going
Yeah,
on?
Brooks,
Yeah.
Groovy Brooks, cool kid Brooks.
Shit for real. Just work. Figuring out new things in a sense. So just taking every day step by step. Might learn something new and apply it to life and just see how it goes. But really just like work, reading a lot more. We was talking about the book on your episode. Mindfulness and Plain English. It's a book about Buddhism. But it really really takes you to kind of like look at yourself outside of your body
Okay.
and like really see the things that you need to work on and work on it, because like it's always time, you no matter what anybody says, it's always time to fix whatever you need to fix, you feel me?
Exactly.
But like but Buddhism, people always think it's about you rub the belly and you pray on good luck, but it's really like going in the sense of like you're showing yourself and other people that you could really like put the faith that you would put in a God or somebody that you pray in all in yourself.
Oh.
Because you
I
feel
like
me,
that.
like, because you got to think about like when people say like, I don't want to get too like touchy on this, but like you got to think about when people say like, oh, like God made me, God gave you the faith and the direction to do whatever you wanted to do. You actually did it.
Right.
So that book is kind of like really like being keen on like give yourself those props, like you feel me,
Give
like
yourself credit.
yeah, like give
Gotcha.
yourself credit because it's all yourself. Like they talk about like meditating and stuff like that, like how you really need to meditate, like take time to really clear your mind from like everything. It doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. Take time to really clear yourself and just be like, because like in a day you got to think about how much we go through, take on, and wake
Yeah.
up the next day to take up more things, and then the next day to take on more things. That's why we got stress. That's why we got people that like, we got all
Crazy.
these,
I never put it like that, or I never thought of it like that at least.
yeah, like, and it's real. Like you, like, I can't tell everybody to think like that, but only the people that want to seek that
The
will,
level of like elevation.
yeah, that knowledge for real. Because when you got the knowledge, you feel me, like, anything's possible.
Exactly.
You feel me? So, yeah, just trying to take keen into little courses to make myself into the person I want to be, rather than like worrying about all the money and stuff, trips and shit.
Right.
You can do all that anytime. That stuff is
Exactly.
always gonna be here. But like really taking time to get yourself together and be like, all right, we're like I'm going through this. It's not bad, but it could be worse.
Mm.
You feel me?
It could always be worse.
Always
It could always
be
be
worse.
better.
How you gonna balance it?
Yep. There we go.
It's
There we
real
go.
shit,
So
man.
but yeah, that's really it. Life good. I'm chilling.
Life good.
Can't
Muy
complain.
interesante.
Man, shout out Ace, Big Aso in the building.
You feel me? We got Nas in
You know
here,
what I'm saying?
man.
Shout out Nas.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? 2 Jersey legends in the building. You feel me? You feel me?
But
Y'all ever heard the most popping pages on Facebook like back in the day? This nigga was on them. Most famous in train. This nigga was on 'em. Like
Not
Tom,
most
trying to
famous
tell
in
you, this
train.
nigga, he him. Trying to tell you
Young
about my
legend.
mans. You know
No.
what I'm saying?
But
Yeah,
you
man.
wanna start on yours first? Yeah.
Oh, my questions?
Yeah, you can start on your questions first if you want. If not, I
Okay.
can start up with mine.
Do you want to introduce the topic first, or do you want me to kind of talk about the topic?
I'll introduce the topic.
Okay.
So. Oh yeah. Introduce yourself.
Turn the mic.
This way.
That's the front of the mic. Talk in the middle of the diaphragm.
Right here. Oh, in the middle. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. What's good, y'all? It's Ace. I'm in here.
Yo. But yeah, I'll start off with my
You introduce the topic, and then I'll say what I gotta say.
So the whole episode is going to be basically about us getting answers, coming to like understanding and just really seeing different perspectives about how people think, because most of the time, well, I don't really want to say too much, but yeah, we want answers for real. So we're going to have y'all got questions, and then we got some questions, and we going to get the perspective of both sides.
Okay. Well, before I get into what I want to ask, I definitely do want to say that, like I told you earlier, I really do appreciate that, even though this topic is kind of like it's a topic that I feel like, surfaces the internet often, but I appreciate the fact that, you are taking a more progressive and more solution-oriented, standpoint to the topic, instead of just saying, okay, what do men think, what do women think, and then pitting us together. Pitting us against each other, pardon me. It's more so like you're really trying to find a solution. Like, okay, like, let's see how the men feel, let's see how the women feel, how can we, I guess come up with a solution so that we're not butting heads all the time. Like he said, how can we come together? You feel me?
Right.
So I really appreciate that you're doing that, because a lot of these podcasts that are out here now, it's always men against women. I
Yeah.
don't like that, because I'm somebody
Yeah.
who firmly, and this is something I always talk about, I really stand on it, men and women, we need each other. You feel me? Especially within the black community, we need each other.
Yeah.
Especially with the, the social climate, you feel me, with everything that's going on, politics and everything, we need each other right now more than anything, and we can really only help each other because we
Right.
understand each other. You feel me?
Right.
We relate to each other, and so this is perfect. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate that for real, yo.
So I guess the first question that I want to ask is that, well, how can I phrase it? I guess I just want to talk about how, why is it different when black men date outside of, our race versus, when black women date outside of our race? I feel like, when it's black men, I feel like, yeah, it's viewed, they're viewed as, winning something, when they have a foreign woman, it's deemed as a prize, it's praised. But then, when black women, when we date outside of our race, you feel me, it's always, we hate ourselves, we're against black men, but, there's a big difference. So I really just want to know, why is that? Why is it frowned upon, when one does it and then, the other one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you pop this off. I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna let you pop this off.
Was my question clear?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I just want to make sure.
To be honest, I feel like it's like that because what's a good way to put it? I don't know. I feel like it really just gets on like what perspective people be looking at it as, cause like we have we have different classes of people that think different ways.
Yeah.
So like when we most of the time when we hear people talk about like the man having the prize of having somebody that's foreign, it's more of the side of the people that are like I don't want to say like lower frequency, but like lower frequency for real, for real. Like the person, it doesn't matter who you got. Like it's depending on like what the person can do for real, for real. Like I can have this foreign person and they don't know nothing. They only know what I tell them. So if I only tell them hit a flip, they only know hit a flip. Like they not gonna know the of anything else.
Right.
So like, and for like the side of the women, I feel like it's like it's down it's same thing. It's down. It's frowned upon because of like how the condensation of what the how men like look at women now. So like how men be like, oh, well, she done like, for instance, our community. A big thing that people be like so big on is like, oh, she done fucked mad people, right?
So, body count.
You feel not even body count. She just it just mess with mad people. It could be anything. People will kind of say like, oh, she messed with all the people that she wanted in her community. Now she's trying to get whatever else that's out there. You feel me? Because she's tired of the black man. You feel me? It really is. It's just really on just how people look at it. Because for me per se, because I can only speak on myself, it don't matter. If I have a Chinese woman, a black woman, I prefer black women. You feel me? But Chinese, what? I mean, not.
So you open up to talk to anybody else though? Like
Yeah, why not? Like you feel me? Cause like, why would I be subject and close myself in talking to like one race when I could be open to whatever else is out there. The same qualities this person has as a black woman, this Spanish person might have some of them same qualities too. Might not be the same exact thing, but like as like morally, like she knows how to take care of a man and stuff like that. So I'm not talking about like how you get money and stuff like that, but morally, like you feel
you
me?
think you're gonna be viewed different by like your peers if you bring somebody else around? That's
Of
not
course, but that's just life though. Like
black?
that's just like if y'all like everybody in here like, man, I drink Fiji. And I come in here with Dasani, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, you wild."
I mean, well, why
like,
would you be
feel
drinking
me?
Dasani?
Yeah, nah, I can't.
That
Get
got, it got sodium. in
I
it.
don't drink Dasani, but I'm just saying, like, I'll be the like the oddball type shit. You feel me? So like,
But that's part of me, bro.
mhm.
But that's why.
Yeah.
Because what we made up of. So it's like when a black woman dates a white man, you feel me? Or just say a black dude dates outside his race. The reason they get so much flack is because it's like, all right, white women, we're creating like, I don't know, like another like black baby, right? Kind of.
Nah, we should be trying to like.
But
black
the designing, not right.
You said
Yeah,
black.
word up.
No, that's what we should, but that's so when black men, I'm sure it's usually the black men that feel like, nah, it's like that, oh, all right, like you with a white man, like you feel me? It's different when it's a white man versus a white woman, you feel me?
Yeah,
To be
It's
honest,
about communities and shit like that.
yeah,
nah, to be honest, I think like, all right, we all black. Growing up, thinking about a black woman, I mean, like thinking about your wife, I automatically think of a black woman as the head of the house, not the head of the household, you know what I mean, but the person that keeps the household together.
yeah.
I don't think of, I'm not going. It's not wrong with me thinking of another race, but I automatically think a black woman because I know all the stuff that they've been through. I mean, all
Right.
the stuff like you can't tell me nothing that a black woman can do for real.
Nah,
for real.
facts.
So I automatically think I'm going to date a black woman. Then I don't already mess with other races, but I would prefer black.
Right.
But I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
I'm
only
not real-
it's. You know, why is it like frowned upon, right?
So
From
my
the
question was
men's
more
side
so,
to women's side.
why is it cool when, why is it praised when black men, date outside of our race, but when black women date outside of our race, it's frowned
Yeah,
upon. We're looked at like we hate ourselves, like, So that's basically what my question was, like, why is it different? Like, or why is it different? Like, why is it more acceptable on one end and unacceptable on the other end?
I don't think we praise it though. Like I think it depends on the person.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Around my
'Cause-
circle, I don't think we praise that. be
your
honest.
circle though. That's the
You're
key
right,
thing.
you're right,
Your
you're right,
circle.
you're right.
So that's another thing too that I be having a problem with people in general. Like people have to understand, like, you know,
It's bigger than
you
your
can't.
circle.
Not even that. Like you can't defend yourself while trying to defend like a mass amount of people
Yeah,
because you're you. You're not them. So
Right.
you can't just speak for yourself right now. Like yeah, you can state your opinion how you feel, but like I'm looking at it from like a grand,
Global, yeah.
exactly. Like that's something that I noticed, you know, on a grander, a grand, you know, scale.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of you know black men tend to do that. Like
Right.
you know, you got a what, a Puerto Rican girl, you got a white girl, you got an Asian girl. Oh yeah, I got me a foreign. You know, feel me? We went and had some beautiful mixed babies, like you know, but then you know, like let's take me for instance, like let's say I go and date like an Asian dude, like oh yeah, you hate yourself, you hate black men. You don't, you know? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't get that because with y'all, like, it's a prize for y'all. You feel me? But with us, it's not that. Like, it's always something deep rooted. Like, people always think it's something deep rooted when it's really not that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And, like, my opinion, I guess, just to present it since we talking about it,
Of course.
like, I feel like it's just funny that black men kind of, you know, make it seem like, you know, we're the ones who hate ourselves when we do that. But, like, I really feel like, you know, when black women date outside of our race, it's hardly ever because, you know, we hate ourselves or because, you know, some deep rooted, you know, underlying reason. Like, it's hardly ever because of that. Most of the time it's because, you know, we just like the person.
Right.
For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, you know, being a woman, like, you know, we kind of, we feel more, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
We have, like, you know, like, our emotions be different, you feel me? Like, when we like a dude, like, we really like him, we're really invested into him. It's not because of his skin color. It's, you know, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say there aren't women. Exactly. You know, most of the time, like, you know, we like men for them. Like, you know, we have the capacity to do that, you know, more so than men. And
Yeah.
that's just, you know, that's just what it is. But I won't say that, you know, men don't have the capacity to do that. I'm not going to come like that. But, like, more often than men, you know, women, we're the ones who really, you know, how to, you know, we know how to, I guess, feel in that way.
Yeah.
And when it comes to men, like, most of it is really just about, like, an image for y'all. I've observed.
Yeah.
And
For some.
I'm speaking from what, you know, what I've seen, you know. You know, a lot of it really is about an image. It really is about, you know, having like a prize as a wife. It's about having like a trophy wife. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
a lot of the times, you know, especially with black men, like black men tend to deem, you know, having a foreign woman as like, you know, the trophy. Whereas, you know, when it comes to black women, it's like, you know, since, you know, I guess because we're the same race, like it's not really seen as something that you won. But like we gotta change that because why would you not view us as like a trophy?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we are you. You know, we are. What's the
Right.
word? I don't know the word I'm looking for right now, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. But nah,
What you said though,
And,
it's something different. It's something outside your race, like so. You know when something different, it stands out.
yeah,
So I mean, like I think it's something like that. Like it's because yeah, I'm black, but I got somebody else on the side of me. Like I don't know. All of us could date somebody that's black, but if we date somebody white, it sparks that conversation.
it do.
So I don't know
Yeah.
if that could be the reason, but I don't know if prize is the right word though.
No,
Yeah,
like that is
prize.
the right word because whenever a black man dates outside of their race, it's always seen as a prize. It's always seen as a trophy. It's like y'all won something. Like, oh yeah, y'all winning. Like y'all winning in life because y'all are dating outside of your race. You had something that's different, like you said, different. You know, than a black woman. But like, you can't get no better than that. So I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But and that's why I answered it how I answered it because like you got the different people. Like some people don't look at that as no prize or nothing like that. Like you feel me? Like and like how you say, speaking on the like the more grander scheme, like everybody don't I don't think well, you saying black, but like because that happens with all races. So let's bring it to like that. So if we're gonna say it like that, I don't feel like a lot of men take it as a prize. The only men that I feel like take it as a prize are the, because I was listening to this on a podcast before, and it was like a women's podcast, and it be the dudes that like
Can't
are
handle
like
a black woman.
that and like they're controlling, so like.
Oh wait,
And money and stuff like
sorry.
that, like word up. So like you got to think like if a man think about if I go to Dominican Republic, right? And we all hear
Chill out,
stories about like you can go to Dominican Republic, you spend, and you feel me? Think about if I go to Dominican Republic, right? And the shorty lives over there, got her ass done, got stuff done, right? And I take her, and just how I answered the question earlier, I take her and I bring her here.
Wait, what that mean?
Nah,
He said,
you feel me? I bring her around my niggas or just anybody, you feel me? Niggas
She
gonna be
gonna
like,
start
damn, like who's that? Like, you feel me? Just like you per se, you go somewhere and you meet, it could be a man from Nigeria, big as an ox, you feel me?
big as an ox.
Doctor, you feel me? Word up, because that's the equivalent for a girl having her body done. Big as an ox, doctor, having whatever. And you bring them out here, and people like, who the fuck is that? So it's like, you feel me? Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, you feel me? It's like it's a controlling thing when it get to that point for real, because it's like, you have something, and you know you could get something else. Only that group of people will look at it as a prize because they feel like they fulfill their needs. You feel me?
Right.
So, yeah.
Like an ultra macro scale though, and not to get OD deep, right? Then us as a race, we conquer. Like, you feel me? So if we wander out and like, you feel me, spread our seed, you know what I'm saying?
They feel people. Some men feel more powerful.
Creating more, like, I don't know, like it's like we're enlarging our territory type shit. And this is ultra macro, bro. Like,
Ultra macro.
Yeah.
and women, if it's like if our women do that, you feel me, then we lose our base. So you feel me, like at your most carnal state, like your animal nature, you feel me? It's like alright, conquering versus conquered. You feel me? And it's viewed like that. Like, so I think that's the problem that we have. That's like wild deep inside type shit. Low key.
I do want to say something because when you said, what'd you say it was like not a control thing? You said something, started with C. Was it control?
Yeah, I said like it's control and like yeah, I said like control and money.
Okay, so like a control thing. So
Yeah.
that just kind of sparked something in my head because, I guess just to kind of get a little transparent, my ex, he before he dated me, he would only date white girls. And he never, like, it was never really like a day that went by where he didn't remind me of the fact that I was his first black girl and like first like dark skinned girl like that. And
He was black. He was black.
he was black, yeah. So one day I had asked him, I'm like, okay, so like why are white girls your preference? And like he basically broke it down to me like, essentially what you're saying, like white women, and I hate saying it on camera, I feel bad, but whatever, it is what it is. He
Yeah,
said
it's
what he
alright.
said. Fuck
Yeah.
it. So
That's not your words.
It wasn't my words, period. But he basically broke it down to me like, they're easier to control essentially, and like he was saying that he know that black women, we don't be going for bullshit. We don't. You
Yeah.
feel me? And like, as soon as you get on some bullshit, we on your ass. Because we are. You feel me? And he was saying, like, it's easier to get away with bullshit, with a white woman or like a woman of like another race
Yeah.
than it is, with, a black woman, like, with us, essentially. And I'm like, you right. But it's just like, that's fucked up too. Because basically, like, you basically come like you weak. Like, you can't.
I told you they can't handle a black woman.
Manipulation.
That's what I was getting at.
It is manipulation. It's just like, that you're going to be able to get away with certain shit that you couldn't get away with somebody like me, or, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it was corny, but I'm like, it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot, but like that was like
Yeah, ex
the
for a reason.
basis.
Yeah.
Period. Like you said, he makes reason, but like that shit, I'm just like, wow. Like you really just said that to my face. Like you really just told me like you date
It's-
white
it's-
women because you can get over on them.
No, but that's nah. But you can't look at that as a bad thing though. That's
Why?
a great no. Listen. It's
I'ma listen.
Listen. It's a great thing that he told you that because you know that red flag now. He made you aware.
I'm not gonna tell you that.
He made you aware of what his like how he feels about the shit. He wants to control. So he made you aware of that. But I don't know if like you went with him afterwards, but you feel me? Like
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not saying-
I stayed with
I'm
him
not-
after he said it. Which
I'm
I
not
feel
saying,
super
like-
like
I'm not saying like the situation
I
is
was
like-
19, okay?
Yeah, no, it's a learning experience. You
I
feel
was
me?
19.
But like I wasn't saying the fact of like him wanting to be controlling is not a bad thing. It's the fact that he was upfront about him being a controlling person. That's a good thing.
That's
When
garbage.
he
So-
wasn't up front, she had to ask that
I had to
question.
ask. He wasn't gonna tell me. Like he said, he wouldn't
Alright.
have never told me unless I asked.
Right, but you asked and he told you. So that's better. No, word up. It's better. He asked and he told you, and that's
He's like,
better.
bitch, you still was up front.
Yeah, like you feel me? Like, cause imagine if you didn't ask, you would have never knew. So
Yeah.
you took
He
the
ain't shit
initiative to
recorded.
find out. You feel me?
That
So
shit
it's
was
a
mess.
it's a good
needless to
thing that you
say.
know. Like you feel me? Like shit. At least now I know when I ask niggas questions, niggas is gonna be up front, and that's the forefront of what niggas is gonna be on.
I mean, a lot of I can't say that all men are upfront about their
No,
intentions.
I'm
and how
talking
they
about
move.
that situation.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, facts.
but yeah, that was a mess. I was just really in disbelief. But the thing about it though, he's not the only dude that I know that kind of like moves out like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy to me because like he didn't like just expose himself, but like he kind of exposed a lot of other people too.
Yeah.
You know, with what he said. Like honestly, like you said, like I shouldn't be mad because of a learning experience. That probably was one of like my biggest learning experiences ever in life. Like I learned a whole fucking lot. I swear to God, like I'm not lying to you. I'm not gassing or nothing. Like especially when it comes to like I guess the game, like when it comes to dudes and like women and like the dating pool, whatever the fuck. I learned a whole lot. So
All right. How you feel? You over there
y'all-
chilling?
you over there
Sion?
quiet, girl.
What's
Come
up,
on.
man? Talk to us.
It's not really much to say. I feel like you said, black men date outside their race because they know that they can't handle black women.
Yeah.
So it's like not much of a conversation there. Black women date outside of our race because we don't care. Like we'll just date for whoever we,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's much of a conversation other than that,
Yeah.
like what y'all said.
Facts. Okay. So that kind of goes into my next topic of why is the double standard thing such a big thing? Like how can we like as a whole, not even just black people, everybody, like the point of the double standard I feel like is pointless because like we're saying things that we already know.
Double standard when it pertains to what though?
Anything.
like men
Like
and
what
women,
though?
right?
Like
Huh?
Like between like men and women, right?
Yeah, many women.
Like the double standards that exist between us, like
Yeah,
why
just
men
like-
can get away with doing something that we can't get away with, and vice
Yeah.
versa.
Just
so you feel like it shouldn't be a conversation no more?
of the double standard?
Yeah.
No.
He's
That's
we
what I'm
should
about
be
to. That's what
combating.
I'm.
Like we
that's-
should be combating it. We
yeah,
should be trying to
we
fix
should be
it.
progressing for it. You feel me? Like trying to make it better. So like rather than it's like niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. All right, yeah, we know that. So now it's like
People ain't
it's,
shit.
It's like what now? Like you feel me? Like we gonna figure out why? Like you feel me?
How do
like
we handle this?
yeah, how do we handle it from here?
Right.
You feel me? If we keep saying niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit, our kids is gonna be saying niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. So
We'll
how do
keep passing
we
it
like
on,
fix
passing
this
it
for
on.
like the embetterment of just like
Shout out Nessie,
everything
YG.
too? Cause like it could get to the conversation of like before the podcast started, we was in there speaking on it a little bit, like the conversation of like the single parent rule. Like the single dad is not the dad that is always just fucked up, fuck mad bitches and treated the girl wrong and da 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 da. The single mom is not the mom who did this like the opposite thing or talked to. It's not like that. Like we got to stop getting that condensation of that because it's single parents that are cordial. They work perfectly fine. Like you feel me? Like kids come around, like how we having a conversation, like we like chilling. Like you feel me? Like so like the condensation of the double standard is really like it's pointless, but it could help for real. But everybody gotta want it to be helpful. It can't just be like how we just gave the points.
Which kind of goes back to what I was saying. Like we need each other. Like we can't be out here trying to just combat shit. With just one gender. Like we gotta really.
Yeah,
It
I
comes
just-
down to accountability for real. Nobody want to take accountability.
Nobody.
Like,
that's fact.
girls just be like, well, he did this to me, and niggas be like, oh, she did that to me. Nobody
it's always
want to
a
be
reason.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be like, yo, like I'm
I
fucked
did
up.
this, so he
You know
did
what I'm
that.
saying? I'm fucked up.
I fucked
like,
up.
I'm
Like,
fucked
all
up.
right,
Whole
like,
time we
You know
all
what I
fucked
mean?
up
Yeah,
though.
we all fucked up.
We
Yeah.
all
That's
fucked
the big
up.
part. Like, we all got
We
shit
all
going
fucked up.
on.
None of us really know like
Nobody
any
wanna
better because we
chill.
only know what we've been taught all these years.
Word
And
up.
it's half the shit that we've been taught is really just what's been passed down. From
Generation.
obviously our elders, but like our elders definitely don't know no better because
They was
again,
wildin'. They was, I don't know, they was
They
beating
was
their
wild.
wives and all that. Now we gonna listen to them.
And like, you know,
21,
we all kind of come
getting
from
married
trauma.
to a 15-year
Yeah,
old.
they was doing
like,
stupid shit back then for real. They
you
was
feel
doing
me?
some
Like,
dumb
Right,
shit.
though.
Doing
feel me?
stupid shit.
Right.
And they don't really like take accountability either. So it's like passed down. Like,
No,
they
them
don't-
old heads that was
that's
born in the
how they-
60s,
that's-
they don't know
yeah.
nothing about accountability.
They do not know nothing about you can't tell old
accountability
nothing.
not even in the dictionary.
Not even
like,
in they, not even in their vocabulary.
look-
They, nothing. They don't know nothing
Can't
about
tell no old
accountability.
head
What?
shit.
right.
And look, don't even look. My people's a Southern, so you
Yeah.
already know how they roll down here.
Right. Nah,
Don't
no
nothing
cap.
ain't nothing true. The only things that are true is what they say.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever you, it's a lie.
Everything disrespectful.
Everything disrespectful.
Child.
Y'all be digging in their ass. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
I do not care. I do not care.
I was about to say. So what you think, Kai?
About what?
The double
The
standards.
double standard. Oh, the double standard.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the double standard thing, it go both ways. But like you said, it comes down to accountability, and nobody want to be accountable for what they do.
Yeah.
Like nobody want to be held. Like nobody want to be seen as the bad guy. Nobody
Right.
want to be seen as I fucked up. This how I can make it better. But we need more of that. To be honest, like we definitely need more of that. And it just goes to maturity for real.
Right.
It take a lot to be accountable for your actions. And I ain't gonna lie, I just started doing that for real.
Yeah. It's
But it come from growth though. Like you have to go through that to get better. And
Nah,
I think
facts.
people go through it, and it's like they don't try to get better. You're gonna keep learning that lesson till it repeat itself. I mean, that lesson gonna keep repeating itself till you learn it.
right.
And a lot of people ain't trying to learn
Learn
it.
it,
For,
yeah.
So,
Nah,
You don't
that's-
have to live in a double standard either. You feel me? So like, I don't got to like abide by that rule. You
Right.
don't gotta abide by
Yeah.
that rule.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Yeah, what
everybody
about?
don't gotta feel like they gotta be a part of that.
Right.
That's what people gotta realize. Like, you don't gotta be in that box.
Right.
I want to ask a cliche ass question.
What's up?
So, it's about intercourse,
Okay.
sexual intercourse. I really want to know, and you feel me? Like I hear answers to this question all the time, but like it's still not valid at the end of the day because, yeah. But anyway, the question is, why is it okay for men to, basically, have a lot of sex with multiple different partners, and y'all are not chastised for it? But when women do that, it's not cool. We're nasty, we're untouchable. You can't touch us. We're dirty. We got to lose pussy.
I can answer.
so on that, I think
I
the
wanna
situation's
answer on
different
that.
now though.
You
I
wanna
think it's
pop it off?
different now.
Pop it off. Pop
I
it off.
think girls like they don't give a fuck what nigga think nothing. Like they gonna do whatever they want to do now. Like regardless of how they look, I think girls gonna do whatever.
But
they
it's a
want
reason
now.
for that.
You think because of so long, because it's been like so
Not
long.
even
What you
like
talking about?
I think that a lot of women nowadays they're trying to take on the persona of men because they think that's what we're supposed to do when it's not right.
I
That's
told
really
him-
what it is. Like
I don't
honestly,
think
I don't
men
think
care anymore either though. Like, I
they don't
think
care,
they
but that's why they
I
don't
told
care.
him
Like,
women the new men for real.
but
That's
that's
any
women
day.
are trying to force that.
for real.
Like
That's any day.
women are trying to force that. That's not who we are. That's not who they are. Like you feel me? Like women are really trying to force that because they think that's what they have to do. They think that's how they're supposed to move in this world, but really it's not because that tit for tat shit dead. It don't
Yeah.
solve nothing.
Nah,
Like it
nah.
ain't. Like what does that really do? Like okay, yeah, you showing a nigga like you can move like him, but like at the end of the day, you still fucking yourself up. You hurt at the end of the day. You going home, you fucking crying in your bed, and like you not happy
Yeah.
after that because at the end of the day, you still didn't get the nigga that you wanted. You ain't get the man of your dreams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
moving like that, but it's just like, what's the end goal? You gonna keep doing it all your life? Because niggas out here doing that because you hurt.
A lot of people don't
Come
got
on
no
now.
end goal out here.
Yeah. People don't got no end goal.
They
I
don't.
could-
People
yeah,
just out here be
I
doing
don't-
shit. Like don't be thinking nothing. Don't be
Yeah,
thinking
people
long
just
term.
going
Don't
with
be
the
thinking
flow.
about shit. Like that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the fucking problem.
That's facts.
So what you was gonna say? Cause you said you had something to say about that.
Ask the question again real quick.
Basically, why is it cool for, men to be out
Okay.
here, fucking and women,
Bet.
we gotta have like one body.
So,
Y'all can have
like-
like 20,000.
So like how
400.
No.
like so how I feel for real.
That's crazy.
It's
Nah.
That's crazy.
I said 3,400.
20,000 bitches. That's like
It's on
that's
Will.
like a few states.
No, I know a motherfucker with over 1,000 bodies.
I'm dead.
What type of
Word,
nigga is
that's
he?
a lot of traveling.
nah,
I'm
word.
saying, what type of nigga is he? Like, you feel me?
That's
I ain't gonna get into the
scary,
details. That ain't really my business to tell. But just know I know of somebody who got over 1,000 bodies supposedly.
Yeah.
Let me throw that word in supposedly.
But how I feel about it for real, it don't gender don't make the situation no different. If I fuck mad girls, you feel me?
In your opinion or in the grand scheme?
Grand scheme.
You think it don't? You said it don't matter?
Can I explain what I'm saying? I ain't even
what you
get.
mean?
I ain't-
My fault,
I
my
ain't-
fault. Let me
I
shut
ain't
up.
get to. I ain't even get to talk yet. You feel me? Like on a grand scheme, like you feel me? Like how many men I have sex? I mean, how many women this girl has like you feel me? Sex with? How many men sex with? It really don't matter for real. For real, people going to do whatever they want to do. If this person wants to be out here having sex with mad people, let this person have sex with mad people. That's what they want to do. You feel me? You can't stop nobody from what they want to do. Not saying that is right. Not saying that is right. But you feel me? Like people going to do whatever they going to do. People have their own agenda. So you per se, just because you're not about to go do that, doesn't mean that next girl is not going to do it. You don't feel like that next girl. You feel me? You're not thinking what that next girl think. You feel me? It's just about like men. Like every man not out here just fucking mad girls. Like I know, like I got my one boy. Like you feel me? Like he like yo. Like I've been practicing not having sex for 3 years, and he said that my life done changed tremendously. You feel me? Like
Shout out to him.
It's really it's
Not no funny.
Nah, bro, shit, that's discipline for real, for real. Like you fighting one of your biggest urges, sex.
Yeah.
That's real discipline. Like he put that to the side just so he could change his life.
I seen some shit on Twitter
you
like
feel
that.
me?
It was
Like-
like the semen retention. Like,
Yeah, that's
when you
re-
had that
that's
type
a-
of
that's a
discipline.
real
you
thing,
Like,
like-
really open your eyes up and feel me. You a
Yeah,
whole
like-
different person off that.
And just like women,
Shout
like
out to
it's
him.
all women out here not just having sex with everybody, you feel me? But that goes on the condensation of like what we see every day.
Right.
When we hop on Instagram, what we see. Justin LeBoy.
I
Man,
don't follow
this,
all them,
this
but
dude,
they
this
still
dude
pop up every
popped
day.
up with your
That's what I'm
girl.
saying. It don't
He
be
done
no
spent
women
5
following
racks
people
with her.
because they
Flew her to
also don't
Dubai.
yeah,
They
yeah.
gonna show them
Of
anyway.
course when I look at my girl, I might be like, bitch, this nigga out here taking, like, what's going on? Like, you feel me? Like, you never
Looking at
know.
you side.
Yeah, you feel me? And just on the other end of the spectrum. But you feel me? Like, I don't think that, like, you feel me?
Wait, so to change that, how you feel about females having a lot of bodies? Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't think that anybody should have like a lot of bodies. Like
That's
I don't
how
think
I
that
feel.
you should be out here fucking freely. Like you.
Because it's
that's
soul
just not-
ties.
Not even about that. Like it's just
Yo.
it's principle.
I ain't want to stop. Nah, you could finish what you were saying. Nah, my bad. Because we were
Like,
just
it's
talking
not
about it on
even-
his pod. My bad.
Like, soul ties and stuff. It's not for me. Like it's really not even about that. Like having like attachments. It's just more so like you shouldn't be allowing with everybody. You know,
Access to
into
you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody shouldn't have that kind of access to you because your body's your temple. At the end of the day, you should treat it as such. But like everybody don't look at themselves in that way. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
I think society only has the expectation for women.
exactly, that's what it is. Like that's really
Like,
what
men
it
can
is.
go
Like
open
y'all
up
can
their
do
mouth.
whatever y'all
No,
want to do.
I agree with that. I
And
agree
that's
with
what
that.
I was trying to ask you. Like you, I feel like just now, like you was kind of speaking for yourself, like how you move. Like you know, you're not gonna be out here fucking whoever, whatever. Like
Nah.
you don't move like that. And I really just that's what I kind of gained from how you was just kind of like you know you was talking for yourself, but I'm speaking like on a grander scheme. Like a lot of men, I feel like men get away with a lot of things that we can't.
No,
But it's
yeah,
just
and
that
I,
men-
Standard.
I,
It is a double
I
standard.
agree. I agree with that. I said, yeah, that is true, and I explained why it is on both spectrums. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So, like, I don't know. Yeah, I explained it on both spectrums. Like, I wasn't. Yes, I have to speak for myself, but as I'm speaking for myself, I could speak on the. That's why when I was like, let's take it to the grand scheme of like men. I could logically speak on that because I can't speak for all men, but I'm a man.
Right.
Just like you're a woman, you can't speak for all women, but you can speak on some things for women because you're a woman. So you feel me? Yes, of course, I'm always going to speak for myself because you're asking me the question. You feel me? And I'm giving you my opinion to
Right.
it. But at the end of the day, I was given a grand scheme as well because of the spectrum of how we just said all men ain't out here just fucking everybody. All women ain't out here ain't fucking everybody.
Right.
So like, yeah, like I spoke for myself,
But
but
still
on the-
somehow we
on
all
the-
get categorized.
Yeah, and that's
It's
it.
always gonna
we
be
always
like
we
that.
always all
I
gonna
don't
get
think it's gonna
categorized, like
ever
you feel
stop.
me, like, and not even on a sexual level. Like we get categorized on how we look when we walk out the crib and we walk into a job. So like, shit, like categorization is gonna happen no matter what. Like you go into a meeting and you come with those. Rather than
He
some
said
like
those.
some like no those nice
My
those nice
sandals,
as
my
you feel
H&M
me?
sandals he's talking about.
But like a job interview, you're not gonna come in with
Hell
those.
no.
You feel me? He gonna look at you and be like, he might tell you like, just walk back out. Word
Nah,
up.
for real, you wasn't serious enough to come in here.
If you got an office job, you come in with those, he gonna be like, you're not serious about this job.
But then again, it
Just
depends on
turn
how I put them
around.
together. I might be able to get it off. But that's another conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
But you feel me?
But like, what I be coming from is just at the end of the day, like you can't defend yourself while trying to like simultaneously defend other people. You can't, and that's just how shit go. Period.
Yeah.
And like, again, you can only really speak for yourself. Like, yes, of course, you could try to. I mean, I don't want to say try, but like, I feel like we all kind of make that mistake of trying to be like the spokesperson of our gender, but like everybody don't move like us. Everybody don't got the same heart you got. Everybody don't got the same heart she got. People don't got
Right.
the heart he got. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody move like we don't all move alike. I would never come like, oh yeah, like we all have the same motives when it comes to certain things.
Right.
But
Yeah, that's why when people ask questions, you give an answer based on each level. So like if we're gonna talk about finances, we're gonna talk about people that don't got nothing, the middle class and the rich. We're not just gonna speak on the rich.
Right.
You feel me? Because we can't even
I
speak
ain't
on the
there
rich.
yet, but it's
We
coming.
ain't rich. You feel
you
me?
don't know nothing.
But we speak on all angles based off of different other people's experiences. You feel me? Because like we ain't broke, so we can't talk about the broke. So we talking about another person's experience.
Right.
We middle class, so we could talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
We can't talk about the other side. You feel me?
Right.
So like you can defend yourself while talking about everything else because you're not trying to defend everybody else. You just giving the
Speak and giving you.
yeah, you're
your
just
opinion.
giving your opinion for real. So that's just like if you was like, so how do you feel about money? And everybody's like, oh, well, I love money, I need money, and I'm the only person that's like, man, fuck money, I don't need it.
Right.
You feel me? Like, but nah, yeah. So I don't know. It's never a wrong answer. You
Never.
feel me? It's
Never.
always other ways that you could kind of like
Nah, I be wrong answers, Jeff.
no.
It be wrong answer.
It don't be wrong
answers. Wrong
but
answers.
It
you
don't.
could pick. You could get different solutions out of your wrong answers. You feel me?
Cause we all like you never know what somebody going through. We all come from different places in life. At the end of the day, you can't say that somebody, like you know what I mean. And like that's also like like it's okay for our minds to change too. Because like for instance, like today, like right now, like I might say something. I might have said something at the beginning of this conversation, and by the time we finish this conversation, because you or Jakai said something, like I might change my mind.
Right.
But like I would never say like I don't think there's never like a right answer or like there's never a wrong answer. At the end of the day, it's just like how you feel, like your perspective, because we all have different experiences in this life.
Right.
Like
We living off experience.
Okay.
that's really what
Shout
it
out
is.
LOX.
That's really what it is.
Word up. You want to get into your second question?
Oh, you want me to ask my second question? Hold
What's
on,
up?
let me
Let's get
open
into
up the
it.
notes. Okay. So, sorry, I'm reading right off the phone, y'all. Ignore me. But so basically, it was just like how come women are expected to be 100% patient and understanding with men when we're dealing with y'all with our partners and as men grow and make mistakes throughout relationships, but women are not really extended the same amount of grace. You know what I mean? Like we're expected to be kind of perfect low key like before anything, and we're not really allowed to make mistakes, but men have the freedom to make all the mistakes in the world, and like we're just expected to grow with y'all through these mistakes. But like whenever it comes to us, it's like we gotta have everything figured out. We gotta be like the backbone. We gotta be the rock. Like we gotta be the ones to just hold it together all the time. But as soon as we have a mental breakdown or we feel this way or that way, it's just like, oh, it's it's too much. And like I've had somebody literally tell me like like my mental health issues are just too much. Like they don't want to deal with that. Like
Yeah.
but mind you, dude had all the fucking mental health issues in the world. But like me, I'm having it. Like all of a sudden, I'm not a woman no more. Like
Right.
I'm not whole. I'm not this. I'm not that. All because I'm struggling with something. But like with us, like we gotta support y'all through that shit. We gotta be understanding. But like again, like I said, we're not extended that same amount of grace. So I really just want to understand what that's about because I see it all the time.
I feel like you gotta look at what type of like what mental state of whatever the person that you like dealing with, how they handle conflict resolution in a sense. So you feel me? Like if you got a person like you just said, he got mental health problems too, like whatever he dealing with, if this dude don't never take time to deal with what he got to go through, how you
never
think
be
he
right
gonna
for
be
you.
able to deal with what you got to go through? You feel me?
But like,
'Cause
why
if-
deal with me then?
But listen.
Hold
Because
on, Pat, hold on.
because of real timing. You feel me? Like whatever you guys was feeling when y'all first started messing around, y'all not going through that same. It's not the same thing. You feel me? Y'all know each other a little bit more. Y'all got more experiences now and stuff like that. You feel me? So like now he's starting to see that side of you more rather than before. So now like when something does happen and he can't stomach himself. Oh, all right, let me do this and this. He not gonna want to hear about nobody else's problems, but it's based on the person that you dealing with. You feel me? You gotta be. You can't just. You gotta have experiences with people to know like what things y'all kind of gonna go through, but it's really dependent on like the person. I feel like
I just had
because
a
like people
convo-
handle things different. Just like you, imagine if that's it. All right, cool. I was watching the podcast. She was like, I felt like my man was weak, and I like kind of belittled him because he always came to me to his problems. Kind of not even putting his problems on her, but like just how you just said, the girl's supposed to be your backbone. He's coming to her with his problems, and she's like denying his problems. She's like, I don't want to hear about that shit, my nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, shine that shit away. On the other end, she was like, so when I tried to do that with him, he's there. And it's different because I never like had somebody like do that. You feel me? So like that's why I be saying like it really depends on like the person you dealing with and the mind state they in for real. You feel me? Cause like I said, like if a person can't deal with problems on their own, you feel me? They ain't
That shit gotta go. That shit gotta go.
I swear to God, yeah.
Get him. Somebody get him. Cause bitch, I'ma get him. You better get that microban and spray that motherfucker so we can hear him. It's nothing.
Quick hiatus.
He's gonna smack his
Okay.
ass.
But yeah, like if you feel me, it just really just depend on the person for real, like what mental mind state they're in. Because imagine if you got a person that got a strong mindset, they gonna be there to actually be like, all right, word, this person's going through something. I know this person needs somebody to talk to. Let me understand how they feeling. You feel me? Like let me know why they feeling like that.
Right.
You feel me? Like they kind of get to all the pinpoints to make you feel more complete in what your situation is. You feel me? A lot of people not gonna do that. Some
Yeah.
people don't care for real. Somebody will really just ask you what's wrong. You say everything okay. All right, word, you good. But then you got that person on that other end that'll take it to the T. Like, yo, let me talk to you, and you don't even got to tell them what. You don't even got to tell the person what's going on. But just knowing that person has somebody to talk to and be like vulnerable and comfortable with, that bring. You feel me? So.
So you made me think of something too. I feel like a lot of the times too, and I guess I guess you could say I'm really speaking for myself.
You don't want us to do that though.
Hold up, what she
Yeah,
was
you
just
don't
saying?
want us
You
to do that,
can't,
though.
you can't speak on yourself while
No,
defending
but I'm not.
everybody else.
But that's why I say I'm
I'm
speaking
fucking
for
with you, I'm
myself.
fucking with you.
not
Put
it out there
fuck
for us.
nobody else. Fuck y'all. But what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of times too, like in my past experiences, I feel like a lot of times the men that I dealt with, they kind of had this image of me in their head that was already created. And
Expectations.
exactly, they had expectations of me, but like I wasn't that. Like I feel like a lot of times dudes see me, they see a pretty face, and they expect me to just kind of be this pretty girl all the time, like just be, just perfect all the time.
Don't let
just
you be you.
Yeah, like I think like the real me, like who I really am, like the rawest version of myself, like I don't know, like I guess like yeah, of course, like I'm different, like I'm silly, I'm very just I'm just me, like I really don't know how to put into words, like if you know me, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like again, like I said, like I feel like people kind of create this image of me in their head, and then when I don't measure up to that, it's a problem. It's like I'm
Disappointment.
wrong.
It's not
Yeah.
your fault to live up to somebody else's expectation though.
Yeah, exactly. It's really not my problem. Like, I know that for sure, but like I realize people do that to me all the time, and like it's so freaking annoying because it's just like I never told you I was that. That's not the energy I ever exuded. Like I I never gave that. You know, somebody like me, I'm me 100% of the time. Like I'm me from the beginning to the end. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care if you be. Ew! I smacked the shit out that fly.
See,
Got
look,
it.
see, look. That goes to what we saying. Black women can do anything. They over here swiping. Man, see, look. Shout out to the black
Crazy
queens, man.
multitasking
Come on,
for real.
man.
She
Stop
held it
playing,
down.
Shout
Bro,
out to the
I
black
fucking hate
queens.
flies. Like, oh, they could all die. They could all die. But
Oh,
anyway,
shit.
he's
Damn.
giving all shit.
I thought the shit.
came back.
Yeah, damn.
came
But
back?
still, shout out to the.
That's
Oh,
it?
it's
Oh,
another
another
one.
Oh, I got one of them, bitch. I smacked the shit out of it. Anyway. But yeah, like now, like I feel like people just kind of like put mad pressure on me to live up to what the image of me that they have in their head. And it's like I'm not her. I never been her. I didn't tell you I was her. I didn't put that out into the world. Like I don't know what you was expecting. Like I'm somebody Tamara Stevens. Like
Yeah.
Tell them again, they ain't hear you.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
the Black Pearl. Okay, like I'm not like I
sir.
never told you I was anything else. I never put on that kind of like I don't put on presentations. I don't put on a show for nobody. Like I'm just me every time.
Right.
And like I think the real people in my life, they always fall in love with that about me because I'm always me no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But like I guess the fake people like they want me to be something else, but I'm
Yeah.
just not her. Like
They
I'm
want
not
you
the
to,
mean girl. I'm not the stuck up girl. Like I'm not like that. Like I'm
They want you to be that Instagram post every day.
yeah hell no no
Yeah.
no
Oh, yeah.
no.
How you feel about this?
I don't even know what we talking about.
Sion,
Ask
you
the,
make me sick.
ask the question again.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let me look. Let me look. So my question was, how come women, we're expected to be 100% perfect, all the time when it comes to us being in relationships, whereas like, with men, men are able to, grow and make mistakes and, do all this extra shit, I guess as a part of them becoming who they are, but like, we have to be 100% whole while men, I guess, just don't have to be that way. Like they can grow, they can change, they can make all the mistakes in the
Shout
world.
out our black men too.
We fuck, but when we make mistakes, we fuck that. Like we ain't perfect, we ain't good, we ain't shit.
Right.
But like we just have to be understanding every time, men, go through the emotions, but we can't go through no emotions when we're in a relationship. We gotta be the backbone, we gotta be the rock.
Right.
Why the man can't be the rock?
Damn.
I feel like the man could though.
I might be like, I don't know. I don't really feel that way. So I guess I don't really have anything to say about it. I don't feel that way.
So
Yeah.
what? On the
Yeah, how you
contrary,
feel
like
then?
how do you feel on the contrary?
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel
On the
like
grand scheme.
I think women are allowed to have the emotions in a relationship. If anything, women have majority of the emotions in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like men were taught not to have any emotions in a relationship. So I feel like when it comes to like, all right, we have a problem, they don't know how to handle it because they don't know how to handle their own problems. They ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time.
Kind
you
of
see
like
a
bottle
man-
it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
they let it rock. You feel me? Till one day you just see them spazzing. You're like, what the fuck? I ain't even do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like as women, we taught ourselves that we have to be that savior for men. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like in a sense, it's our fault that we are like that. We feel like, yo, my man is doing some bullshit. I'm about to go save him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Men don't feel like that because we always put up this like front that we so strong. Like I don't need you to do nothing for me because I can help myself. Like whole time we need them just like they need, you know.
We
I
need each
feel
other.
like
Nah, yeah, that's
I
fact.
don't
That's
know.
fact. I've been in that
That's
situation
fact.
before. I feel
Yeah.
like a female that offered her hand to me, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Knowing
Yeah.
that I need the help,
You need that shit.
but I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I definitely understand where you're coming from.
It's a little bit of pride.
That probably gonna be the demise of
Come
all
back and
y'all
ask me now if I need
motherfuckers.
that help.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Nah, you right.
It
Pride,
is,
ki-
like,
pride
like,
kills.
not even just
Pride
men,
kills.
women in general.
Yeah,
Like I
people.
mean, not women, people in general. Sorry.
Species in general,
Like,
even with
pride
like
is
animals.
horrible. That's like that shit. Child.
Nah, I know.
That's literally what I was thinking about today. Like people really just be prideful as fuck. Like
Yeah.
as fuck, and that shit kind of scary.
When you let that pride go, though, things start getting better. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Things definitely
things
start
start
getting better.
like easing up on you.
it's hard to ask for help though. People have all.
It is.
It's not hard to
It's
ask for
not.
help.
It is hard.
It is real.
Because
It's
I
hard-
won't
it's
ask for
hard
help
to
until
look
somebody
like-
see me struggling.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard to show
it
people
is.
that you're struggling. Like you
But-
don't want nobody to know
It's
you
the
down
vulnerability
bad.
stick.
Yeah.
But think about it like this: it's not like you asking some random people for help.
But
So
it's
is
still
it
hard
is
to find
it is
people
it
who
wrong
know.
for your friends to see you struggling?
People
But like,
be
I
in
feel
their
like
own
it's easier to ask
situations
a
too.
stranger for help than it
Yeah.
is like your own people because you don't want the
Yeah,
people
you
that's
don't
close to you
know
to see you
what's
fucking
going
up.
on,
You don't want them to
yeah.
know that you know you want to always
You wanna keep
have
this
that
image.
image, like she said, like that
Shit.
you always doing good. Like you don't want to show people that you're close with that you're down bad, especially because like let me not even say people just close to the people that you know, like people that you're associated with, because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like people like to take advantage of you. People can't wait to see you down,
Yeah.
which is fucked up.
That's a
It's
fact.
fucked
Yeah.
up, but people really cannot wait for, like any little opportunity to see you fucked up or see you down bad, whatever the case may be. Like people cannot fucking wait just so they
Yeah.
can say whatever slick shit they got on their mind. Like people really like it's like
People
that's what I'm
sick.
saying. People are sick as fuck, and like
Yeah.
people really like show their true colors in them type of situations. Like
Yeah.
they really tell you how they really feel about you.
Right.
And like as soon as you can't do nothing for them, or as soon as you know you gotta ask them for a favor, like you really see who that person is.
Yeah, word up.
And like I don't like it. I guess me like I really don't like asking people for shit, because at the end of the day it's like people love holding stuff over your head.
Throw that in
And like
your
I hate
face.
that, but and they will throw it right in your face, like she said. And like I don't like that, because I'm somebody who does favors at the kindness of, you know, I do favors at the kindness of my heart.
Yeah, the
I don't ever
genuineness.
expect nothing in return, because I don't feel entitled to nobody. I don't feel entitled to shit. I don't feel like, you know, anybody owes me anything. I don't really necessarily feel like I owe people, you know, shit. But like I move again from my heart. Like I care about people. You know, I love people. Like I'm a nurturer. Like I like taking care of people. That's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
I like seeing smiles on people's faces. You know, like I'm a giver.
That's
like
a big responsibility to take on, though.
who me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Nah.
making other people happy, that's a big responsibility
It
to
is,
take on.
but I'm
'Cause
good
then who
at
make
it.
you happy?
And that's-
It ain't
that-
nothing. It ain't
Yeah.
nothing
Then
for
you
me
can't talk to
to do
nobody.
it.
You lonely as hell.
Yeah,
Doing
That's
all that
true.
charity work,
'Cause,
and you
like,
didn't get paid for it.
being a strong person, who the strong person for the strong person?
That's
Right.
a fact. And like I've been like this, but then it's crazy because like I really been like this since I was a little girl. Like that's like my love language really is like acts of service. Like I love to get people things. I like to cook for you. Like that's like me, because I'm not really like I'm not outwardly affectionate. Like I'm not good at that. Like I don't
Yeah.
know how to be loving. Like that's because of where I come from.
Yeah.
I don't really come from an affectionate family. I don't really come from women, especially who are affectionate. Because
Right.
my mom and like her sisters, all them, like they was raised on survival. They wasn't raised on love.
Yeah.
So like, you know, mom took care of me. Granted, you know, she was a great mother. I would never take that from her. But like, she did what a mother's supposed to do in like the general sense. She gave us shit. She bought us shit. She
Yeah.
cooked for us every day.
Right.
That's what I know how to do, because that's what I saw growing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, I see how that affects me now. And like, I don't even like hugging people. I don't.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
don't. Like, if you want to
not
hug,
affectionate like that?
I'm really not. Like, you have to initiate everything with me. Like, I'm not gonna initiate anything. You want to hug, you gotta hug me. You gotta open your arms up to me. I'm not gonna ever open my arms up to you. I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't even ask my own friends to hang out with me. Like, I'm that. Like, that's how deep it is with me.
Yeah.
And like, I be trying to tell people. I feel like people don't understand. But like, I really, like, I don't want to say it's like a fear of rejection, but it's just like I don't be liking to feel like I'm a burden.
Right.
Like low key, like when I ask people to hang out, like, oh, you wanna hang out with me? And like I don't know, like I be feeling like I be in the way or something. Like that shit really like it get deep as fuck. Like I be trying to explain it, but like
Yeah.
it's like people just don't get it. But like I'm really just not as affectionate as I wish I like as you know as I wish I could be. Like I really want to be that. Like
Right.
And I be really be trying. Like I really be trying. Like even with like my intimate relationships, like you know whether it be like a partner, like even her, that's my best friend. Like even my fucking sister, like I didn't really start telling my sister, my blood sister, that I loved her until like the past year.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like I can't. Like it's just something in me that won't let me do it. It's so fucking hard, and I struggle with it every fucking day. But I'm taking strides.
Yeah. Take time.
I'm taking strides. But like
Definitely take time.
I show my love, I guess, just like in different ways. But like I think that the people that are in my life, I think they know I love them. But I think that sometimes, you know, it really does come across like, you know, I'm not. I don't want to say nonchalant, but like I don't care. Like I'm emotionless, but that's not true.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It gets really fucking hard.
Right.
But yeah, I'm done talking because I'm sharp. I'm gonna start.
Yeah, I was about to say we kind of gotta wrap it up, but we gonna get into this last topic of why don't people talk to understand?
Why don't people talk to understand?
Yeah.
Because everybody want to win. Everything is a competition.
Mhm.
And that's fucking. It's annoying. It's
What you feel like the competition is though?
so
Having an upper hand or?
really having an upper hand, and I don't know, like I really just feel like, you know, just like generally speaking, I really feel like everybody just only really cares about coming out on top. Everybody gotta be, you know, the big bad wolf. Everybody gotta be number one. But it's just like I said, like previously, like, you know, at the end of the day, black people, you know, with us, like we're not shit without each other. We're not.
Right.
People don't see that though, and you know, I really hope that, you know, after I guess, you know, whenever you publish this interview or whatever, I really hope that, you know, we can kind of, I guess, be a catalyst for more conversations surrounding, I guess, this, and really just kind of, you know, I guess inspire people to really understand how that shit is not right.
Right.
I feel like, as a community, and I'm just speaking, for us, our people, like, I feel like we're very antagonistic towards each other. I think that a lot of that also comes from, because this kind of goes back to, what did I want to say? Like, with the whole, double standards thing and the whole, again, us, not knowing how to, I guess, have regular conversation and, not listening to understand whatever. I feel like we all feel like we have something to prove
Yeah.
to the masses. You know what I mean? And we don't like really keep shit like for us. Like we don't really keep things to ourselves. Like everything got to be exposed. Everything got to be broadcasted. Like it's all in efforts to really just prove, I guess, to the outer world that we on some shit or
It's like the same reference I made the Instagram post. Everything got to look like
You
it's
winning.
perfect. Like it's perfect.
Yeah.
But like ain't shit
People
in
not
this
gonna
world
post them
perfect.
fuck ups.
yeah. Word
People are not
up.
gonna post their fuck ups, but like I feel like we all feel like we gotta post everything that we doing, and we really don't.
Nah, that's your private life got to be your private life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had to
like,
take a break from social media. Like I don't even post like that no more. You might catch me up throwing somebody up for their birthday,
Yeah.
but that's about it because I needed to focus on stuff I needed to focus on. I couldn't even get shit I needed done for me
Yeah.
because I was like on the gram or too worried about what other people had going on. So, but when you get off social media and do whatever you need to do for yourself, it really make a difference. Like
everything
I've
really
been
a
more focused than I ever been
Yeah.
off of Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah.
everything really is a competition. Everything really is about proving something to the next person. But like, we shouldn't be moving like that.
Yeah, because
Cause
next
you
person
moving like
don't
that,
give
you're
a
not doing
fuck.
shit for yourself.
Right.
You're not happy. You're not happy like that. And like that's really what it is. Like even when it comes to like relationships and shit, like that's why I really feel like double standards exist and why relationships really don't be working nowadays because we all feel like we have to broadcast with all the intimacy of our relationships, like to the world. Like we gotta show people, oh yeah, my relationship perfect. I can spoil her. I can take her to Cabo. I can buy her an MCN bag. Like it's
Yeah.
always that. Like it's never.
ain't
People
even
don't
post
say
my
nothing for
life.
themselves no more. Like
Right.
nothing is ever like here. Like everything's always over there. Like
But
I ain't even post my last relationship, but I mean for me it worked. Like it did,
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't together now, but
Yeah.
it did work. Like
for the time being.
yeah, it did work.
And
No,
like that's
facts.
something that like honestly like I really had to realize that myself too. Like, of course it means something. When you're like, I don't think anybody can really deny this, but like when your partner posts you, of course you feel special. Like of course it's like damn like they want to show me off. Like I'm really important to them, but like also at the same time it's just like. It kind of does feel important too when your partner kind of want to keep you to themselves, like
Right.
like you don't want to put that person, I guess, like or put y'all business out into the world because you understand, the effects like that can have on your relationship
There'd
potentially,
be a lot of backlash and all that
potentially.
stuff
But
that.
like you also have to make sure that the foundation y'all have is strong too because can't shit come, if you have a strong foundation
Can't
with your
nothing come
partner, can't
between it.
nothing come between y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like again, it's still special when your person kind of want to just hold you close and want to keep you to themselves. Like everything
Keep you
really don't have to be
sacred.
posted. Yeah, it do because that's one thing. Like with me, like for me, like being in a relationship with somebody, really being involved with somebody, like I have to feel safe at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's like that's my
That's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
The
That's like
security.
my like end all be all. Like that's like the one thing I stand on. Like if I don't feel safe with you, it's the dub. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, like I really feel like people just feel like everything got to be broadcasted and it don't. Like and that's I guess why what was your question again?
Why we don't
we
talk to
listen
understand.
Yeah, people don't listen to understand because we just be too busy trying to prove shit to everybody. We be in competition with people because everything always has to be about coming out on top, but it shouldn't be about that. Your motive should never be about winning.
Yeah.
So
I
That's
don't
right.
think people talk to listen either. Like I think people talk, and when the other person's done, they just saying whatever they had to say. I don't think they even try to listen to what you're saying.
trying to get your point
yeah.
across.
Yeah, nobody like talks to understand what the other person is saying.
Yeah.
I know that's your question, but
That's facts. Cause I'm like learning that now. Like it could be like relationship wise, like regularly wise, like because even sometimes like when you be having like discussions with people, and like it might be like a not even argument but disagreement, and then like you say something, person listen, and then you say what you say, but still you still stuck
you
sitting
stuck on
there
what
like
yeah, because you're not listening.
you feel me? And then like the
There's no
question to
effective
come back up
communication.
later, and person be like, "The fuck are you talking about? We just talked about this earlier, but we didn't talk to understand. Like I don't understand nothing that's going on. Like you feel me?
That's why I was going to ask questions too.
Yeah.
There's no
So
effective communication.
yeah. So I think talk to understand so situations could be more clear. Because people always want to clear information on whatever it is being spoken on. Because if you go to a job and they like, yeah, you can get the job right now. You gonna work Monday through Friday, 12-hour shifts, and then yeah, sign this paper. The whole time they didn't tell you how much you get paid. It's like, what the fuck, like, you feel me? So
I do want to ask a question.
what's up?
So I know, like, you know, when we was messaging back and forth earlier, you know, you was saying that we were just kind of talking about how, like, I guess the conversation today was, you know, like solution oriented. So, what is what do y'all feel like is a solution to, you know, I guess these double standards that currently exist, you know, in our society? You know, like, how can we combat that? Like, how can we be an example for other people? You know what I mean? Like, I guess, like, when it comes to, you know, the way we, carry ourselves in our relationships, our intimate relationships, like how can we combat that? Like how can we, you know, be the catalyst for again more conversation, I guess better situations, you know? Like what do y'all feel like we can do to make that better?
I feel like what people need to start is most importantly like working on themselves. Cause like when you work on yourselves and you figure out yourself and you know like you confident in
your
yourself,
flaws.
you feel me? You peep all your flaws. You handle situations different because you take accountability of things. You feel me? Like you don't just like shun out people's feelings and shit like that. You feel me? Like you really take keen to like what this person is saying. So
I mean, I think like self evaluation or even asking your partner like, what do I need to work on? A lot of people not going to ask their partner what they need to work on, or you know, what am I doing to make you happy, or is there some things that needs to be worked on so our relationship is better? A lot of people don't ask them type of questions. So I think even just starting to ask them type of questions will, you know, change drastically.
yeah,
Because you might get some answers you wasn't expecting to hear for real. So
yeah, for real, for real.
What you think, pal?
I think people just need to stop giving people chances. You know, like over and over again, if someone shows you
oh yeah, over
that they're
and
not
over
going to
again,
change, leave them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to change people.
Yeah,
Accept people for who they are. I
right.
feel like that's important.
I just had a conversation with one of my friends about that 2 nights ago. I think she was with her partner for like 6 years, 7 years. He keep getting locked up back and forth to jail. But I'm like, at 6, 7 years, do you already know if this person will be with you for the rest of your life or not? You should know. And if y'all don't have no growth, then if y'all don't have no growth in 6 or 7 years, then y'all not gonna have no growth 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for you to even keep, you know, putting yourself through that. Like that person tearing you down for me. So now it's like you don't even know who you are no more. So don't even put yourself in that situation. So I said you got to choose you at the end of the day.
Right.
You got to love yourself because right now you doing all that, you're not loving yourself. That person hurting you.
Nah, that's that.
But you definitely got to, you know, like what you said.
Nah, that's facts.
I'm trying to think. What would I
Good
say
pers-
is a solution? A solution to double standards. I guess, like, you know, it really all begins with, again, like I was saying, like, I guess, you know, us being in competition, I feel like, you know, we as a people kind of have a tendency to overshare. You feel me? Like, we kind of put everybody, you know, in our business. Like, you know,
Right.
we want to show everybody, you know, what our partner's doing for us. You know, we want to, every time we get mad at our, you know, our partner, you know, we want to either go to the internet or you want to tell your friends or whatever, what have you. But, like, I'm somebody who just believes, like, you know, all that shit, especially when it comes to like the intimacy of y'all relationship, like it really should be kept between y'all two. Like nobody else, no outside factors should really, you know, be included in that. And like, you know, don't get me wrong, like of course, like, you know, if you're going through something with your girlfriend or like your man or something like that, like of course, you know, sometimes you need to blow off a little steam and you know, you gotta tell somebody because you don't know where else to direct your energy and you know, you wanna tell your friends, that's cool, but like I don't think that you need to do that every single time. You know, y'all going through some shit and I guess what the fuck? Where was I going with this?
I mean, I feel like what you said with broadcasting, it don't need to be broadcasted all
It
the
don't.
time because, for example, like if you take LeBron and Savannah, everybody know they're together, but you can't say
Don't
one
know
issue
nothing
that
about
they
'em.
ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's facts.
And damn, my thought came to me in the fucking left. I think I wrote it down though. Online.
I don't know. Some people use social media as an outlet, though.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't take that away from people.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't.
true.
And I feel like if you do have a relationship and you want to go put something on Instagram, you need to make a private Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Private story or whatever. 'Cause some
Yeah.
people, like, they really do need to get it out. They don't got no one to talk to. They can't talk to their partner or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah,
They
like,
just venting.
Word.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, but I feel like it's something wrong when you go on every other week
Talking about your
partner.
people
You feel
and-
me? That's wild.
You just made me think. You just made me remember what I was gonna say. So like people at the end of the day, like boom. The reason why I feel like you should really keep everybody that's your relationship, including your own friends, is because at the end of the day, like if you know you're gonna take your person back, if y'all know y'all gonna work shit out, like what's the point of even talking about it? Because
Right.
you know you're gonna accept their apology. You know that you're gonna take them back. You know that you're gonna forgive them, but your friends are not gonna forgive them.
Right.
You feel me? And like I've been in situations like that, like where either I was going through something with whoever I was in with at the time. I told my friends they ain't fuck with dude or whatever because of what he was doing, whatever. But I ended up forgiving him,
Right.
or like vice versa. I had a friend that was dealing with a dude, and he was fucking her over, and I had a problem with it. But like like I said, like your friends are not gonna forgive your spouse for doing whatever, but you are.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you know that you're gonna forgive your person for what they're doing, like what's the point of even
It's not worth bringing it up.
yeah. And like I feel like a lot of like this double standards and shit like that kind of just stems again from us just kind of talking too much about what goes on. Like
Yeah.
people don't need to know what you got going on with your partner at
Right.
all.
That's
Like
facts.
it's a lot of places this shit stems from, but like I think that we just kind of have to learn to just keep shit to ourselves
Right.
for the most part.
That's definitely facts.
Privacy.
But yeah, episode 5, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you guys coming through.
No.
Follow her page.
Follow me. _ Black Pearl Productions on Instagram.
I don't know if you got an
I
Instagram.
got
You want?
Instagram, see on base.
You feel me?
No one is ace. Follow me.
Student of the Game podcast, Truth Nightclub, Soundflow Elevation Network.
I need a
share,
platter, too.
subscribe.
See,
Appreciate
he
y'all
said he need a
guys.
platter.
We out.